An academy of student innovation and exploration in the elementary school world. When I look at a future for education, this is what I would hope that where we would be. Starting with our students, obviously everything would be student-centered, and I love this catchphrase that students have a voice and a choice. I think in elementary school they don't have that opportunity to explore and to be able to fine-tune their education. It's very structured in the sense of everyone is A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and there's really no in-between. Students are considered consumers and producers of content. They're not just getting fed content, but they're actually producing their own. They're critical thinkers. They're problem solvers. They are collaborators. They use teamwork. The three different types of groupings that we talked about, instructional and institutional and independent grouping, should be utilized in a variety of different ways. I think that instructional grouping is something that we've moved away from, but I believe that that is beneficial. It's a celebration of differences. Going back to that instructional grouping, everyone might have a strength or might have an area that they can excel in, and I think we need to celebrate that. Also, it is that interest in investigation in elementary school. I feel like we don't have those opportunities as much, and really letting students use more PBL type of learning. This isn't one of the areas, the structures we talked about, but I really feel like staff is a really important part. It helps create an environment for creativity and exploration with learning. I would want to surround myself with staff members that are passionate, flexible, not really that flexible as the picture, but flexible in the sense of willing to go one way or another, that are caring and loving and forward-thinking and innovative, open to change, comfortable with technology, really have that growth. Have a growth. If as a school we'd have growth for staff with hands-on training and resources, and then also using that those hands-on training and working on PLC, not only with grade level but vertically, and then also exploring national and global PLC groups and collaboration. And then I really think these are big things, but focus on creating experiences for our students. Schedule. It's important to have a flexible schedule. I feel like I teach middle school right now, and we are so rigid with our schedule. We cannot waver in any way, and if we do, people are in uproar, meaning we're taking time away from an elective or taking time away from this instead of looking at what is best for the student. We need to have a greater flexibility with that. Ability for students to get into the media center or the makerspace, just having that ability to do that and the option. There's dedicated time for academic extensions, not just our gifted students. Dedicated time for academic exploration. There's leadership opportunities, and I truly believe that we need to not necessarily a set time and a schedule, but really work on life skills for that social emotional growth that can be implemented within our daily activities, and being mindful of that. Classrooms in school, really creating hands-on learning for our students. That might look like more flexible seating, more areas within the school to create those collaboration spaces, student-driven goals, and those individualized learning goals. I'm a big advocate for getting kids outside, and I know everyone's 21st century, but kids need to get outside and get their hands dirty and get to see different things, especially at the elementary school level. But at the same time, giving them opportunity for the makerspace if possible, and then physical fitness opportunities in the spaces for them to do that, whether it's a Just Dance or something that they can be physical in, or yoga mats or something that they can be physical with. And then finally, curriculum. Curriculum needs to be student-centered. And we need to look at it. The teacher is not leading the instruction, but the teacher is the coach along the way. They are helping guide it. We need to utilize the internet to broaden their knowledge. We're at the point where we in my classroom, we have a workbook, but we never use it. I usually just use the internet, and help find resources, and students are pretty savvy and find their own. We need it to be, curriculum needs to be hands-on. It needs to be authentic, and really kind of focusing on the different multiple intelligence to, for variation for the students. PBL opportunities. Again, I don't really think necessarily PBL is for every student, but giving students the opportunity to learn from it, and to, if they're struggling with it, for them opportunity to grow into it. And then also looking at national and global impacts. I think helping, looking what is working well in other countries, and I think that is a huge, we can learn a lot from that as a district and a school. So thank you. That is my futuristic idea for our future schools here.